Hello, this is Pixel Freak, and today I have a gameplay review of PBA Bowling Challenge. So I heard about this one on Twitter today. It was just kind of a random, someone tweeted out that it had been released, and I downloaded it, took a look at it, and I wasn't anticipating that I was going to find anything spectacular. And maybe this one isn't over the top amazing, but this is a really good game. I'm actually really impressed, especially with the fact that this is a freemium game. So I was expecting a really heavy in-app purchase element, and it really isn't that heavy. You can get away with playing this game for free if you want to. Of course, if you want to progress through the game quickly, you're going to have to make some purchases, and some of the higher-end add-ons are also through purchase, but the game is completely functional without those purchases, and so I think this game it's a really great game for the production value and what you're getting for free. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it, and I'll explain how the game works. So starting out, there are two different gameplay modes. There's quick play, and then there's the league. In the league mode, you burn up your energy points in order to play each game. Now, usually games that use these energy points they consume them really fast, and it takes forever for them to charge back up. That's not the way this one works. You do use them to play each game, but then they kind of charge up as you're playing the game, and especially in the early levels, it seems, and this may be different in the later levels, you get the points back really quickly. So your deficit in points to continue playing games doesn't really go down that much as you play. So you can play a lot of this game without actually having to use more of your currencies to buy these energy points. Quick play, conversely, doesn't require you to use any of your points. It allows you to play the game, and you can use some of the things that you've earned through the career mode to play quick play, but it doesn't progress your career in any way. You don't earn there's an in-game currency, then there's a paid currency. You don't earn the ticket in-game currency while you're playing quick play, but it still allows you to play the game. You're still having fun. It's still a good game, and the gameplay is actually really fun. So how does the game work? Well, it lines you up, and you use the horizontal touch motion to move your ball back and forth, and then you flick the ball to send it down the lane. After you flick the ball and it begins to go down the lane, you tilt your device left or right, and that will add curve to your ball. It's actually a really kind of innovative way to control a bowling app, and I don't know, I like it. I think it works really well. The one complaint I did have is that when you get a spare or some extra pins that are left on the far right or far left hand side, when you flick the ball down the lane, it doesn't actually track your finger as you would think. You almost have to like flick it like you're trying to flick into the next lane over in order to make it go straight. Something that probably needs to be fixed. I've been able to get around it by curving the ball a little more than I should need to, but I can still get it. So the touch is a little bit off on some of those side spares, but overall, pretty good gameplay. So there are a few unlockables in the game as well. There are balls that you can unlock, opponents, locations, and oil patterns. And the balls actually have statistics on each one of them. Some of them have special powers like giving you more experience points because you do level up in the game. Aside from that, there's also the hook, the power, and the control of the ball that you can also all kind of finagle with depending on which ball you have. Now, the higher end balls, they actually require the paid currency, and you have to be a certain level to actually acquire them. In addition to balls, you have the opponents, and I'm not sure exactly what they do for you, but I think it's just different people you can play during your quick play matches. For locations, they give you different bowling alleys, nothing really different there, just kind of a different aesthetic on the game. And the same thing with oil patterns, which is just a pattern that goes on the ground. Nonetheless, these are all kind of fun things that you can buy with that paid currency. You can also get the paid currency if you'd like to through Tapjoy offers, which are available in the game if you'd like to utilize them. And finally, there are 3 different superpowers that you get. There's like special moves. 2 of them are unlocked in the very beginning of the game, the electricity and the split ball. But you can also get like this little bomb ball one that requires some of that in-game paid currency to unlock. And I think at level 4 you have to be. Once you get that, you can use that one to explode the pins and basically get a strike really easily. The trick with those is that they have to build their energy up before you're allowed to use them. You can't just continue using them. But if you kind of rotate them, you use one, and then while you're letting the energy of that one charge up, you use the next one, and then you use the next one. It allows you to continue using your super moves ad infinitum. So my verdict on the game is there's really no excuse to skip this one. Sure, it's a freemium game, but it actually has a really good model in this game, and you're getting a lot of stuff for free. I didn't see any ads in the game, so there's none of that burden in here. This is a really fun bowling game. Probably the best one I've played, though I have to admit, I haven't played a lot of bowling games. So check this one out on the Google Play Store. I haven't heard that it's on iOS, but if it happens to be, I'll put a link to that one in the video description as well. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, this has been Pixel Freak.